it's been a minute since I have done any car cams, and so I thought I would kind of give an update and let everybody know that I have finally been talked into uploading these to a social platform. I'm not 100% positive which platform I'm going to choose, but I will be sure and let everybody know where that'll be. You know, there's been a lot of support and legislature going on in the court systems, and a lot of people, compared to 10, 15 years ago, are talking about parental alienation, which is long overdue. It's amazing to me that there haven't been more stringent consequences for this. It's surprising to me that parents who are being alienated from their child or children, they're not only getting chingalayed by the other parent, but to add insult to injury, they're getting chingalayed from the court systems. And there are even lawyers who don't really understand the dynamics involved. And it's amazing because it's no secret that lawyers, judges, they hobnob together, they rub elbows, they're in the same circle as, others. And you've seen it a million times, you've heard about it, but, they'll be on the, golf course or in the grocery store or whatever, making deals because in their all-knowing of the circumstances, they're able to do that without even listening to both parties. One of the things that I was really just floored to hear is that if you get a ad litem assigned to your child who is supposed to be acting in their best behalf, they're basically their lawyer, and they're looking out, allegedly, for their best interests. Well, I had tried many, many times to get an ad litem assigned, and it was never granted. So, flash forward to about less than a year ago, I find out that they're assigning one to my son, and even as I'm sitting there and they're trying to figure out who it's going to be, because the lawyers just assume I'm another lawyer when I'm in court and not, sitting next to somebody, or it's not obvious. And so one of them was actually asking the other one if I was available. And I'm like, wow, let's not have a clue about what's going on in this particular case. But anyway, so an ad litem was assigned, which made me very happy initially, because I thought, finally, we're going to have somebody listen to my son, give him a chance to have his side or his feelings heard. And so I'm calling because the name that I'm given, that is the person that we're going to use, I've called them and spoke to them on the phone, and they had never heard of our case. They'd never heard my child's name, his father's name, mine, nothing. So then I find out later that I guess they just forgot to assign somebody, whatever the case may be. They ended up, it was the person who I had spoke directly to on the phone. And I'm not even going to assume that they were dishonest. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, it was a last minute thing, I guess. So when I'm asking them, okay, when do I speak to the ad litem? When do I get to answer questions, give any amount of information at all? And they told me that she'd already spoke to my child. I think she had gone over to their house, actually, which means his father was there, present, if not in the same room while he's talking to him, in the same vicinity, which to a child is just scary. If they're trying to protect one, make sure everyone knows that it's fucked up. So then I request for my appointment, and they tell me that the ad litem doesn't need to speak to me. How are you going to make any kind of recommendation or decision based on the child's best interests if you have them in the same room with the person who is abusing them and you don't even speak to both parents. So as you can see, I have quite a few topics to discuss. I will let you know when I am going to upload past car cams. And until then, Mommy's listening.